Okay, so welcome guys to Mindset Monday. I'm Amy Mark Charles, but I am pretending to be Jacqueline tonight because she is off having a great birthday dinner with her family. And we have a special guest. Um, Rachel is going to be talking about reassessing incentive trip points because we're 2.5 months now into our incentive. So now's a really great time to be like looking, seeing where we are, seeing how we need to change things if you're working towards the trip. And I'm also hoping that Rachel will share some sales ideas just in general for all of us who need to push to get some more sales. Um, I'm going to read her little bio here. Rachel is 50 years old and has lived in Maine since 2003. After moving from Oklahoma City, she's been with her partner Arthur for 13 years and shares her home with a 5-year-old English Springer Spaniel named Jax and two cats, Roxy and Kitty. Oh, that's cute. Her sister Steph lives in Texas. Did she ever get on?
Nope.
Oh, calling her out. She'll watch it in the recording. We're calling you out. Rachel joined Scentsy in 2009 under her sister Steph. She became a director in 2011 and advanced to star director 2 years later with 3 frontline directors. Although she lost her star director title in 2015, she continues to lead with passion and currently has one director under her. Last year, Rachel proudly earned the Scentsy Annual Sales Award for the very first time. I saw you going across the stage and I was so excited for you.
I was so excited.
That was a big deal. Outside of
Mhm.
Cincy, Rachel loves to travel, enjoys music, and finds joy in driving.
I do. I love to drive.
Oh,
I
okay.
know.
Take it away. Tell us what we need to know.
Well, where do I start? You said a lot, obviously. When I joined 2009, why I joined, I was guilted into it by my sister. Just throwing that out there. But here I am 16 years later. Incentive trips I've earned. So my very first trip that I did earn was Disney back in 2011. I had no idea I earned it. It was when we actually could not track that. They didn't track them for us. We had to manually keep track of all of our points. And Steph just happened to be in Maine at that time. And we were sitting in my bedroom and she's counting through the points and she says, Rachel, you just earned Disney. And I was like, no, I didn't. What are you talking about? I was like, I don't have enough points. She goes, no, look, you do. And I was like, holy crap, I'm going to Disney. And I hadn't been to Disney since 86. So that was my very first trip. And it kind of, no, it definitely sparked this change in my whole life. When we finally ended up going, it was definitely changing. It was life altering for sure. And then so I was on a mission after that. It's like I have to earn every single trip after that. I have not, but I have made every single effort to do so. I earned Punta Cana for two. That was when I hit director in 2012. Charleston, I chose Charleston, South Carolina in 2013. In 14, as in we, when I say we, I'm talking about my sister. We chose to do St. Louis for SFR. And then 15 was a Caribbean cruise. 16, I did not earn any. 17, Punta Cana for the second time. And I took Arthur with me. And of course, at that point, he was all in on that one. I think that was his second one with me. Mediterranean cruise in 18. That was the Mediterranean cruise was also a whole nother level of mindset change. I had always want to go to Europe, and what better way to see it is through Scentsy as an earned trip, you know. So as soon as I heard that, it was game on. I'm going to do whatever it takes to make it happen. And I wasn't selling a lot. I was never a huge seller until last year when I earned annual sales. So mine was all little things here and there that I was having to do, and we earning points in different ways. And I remember sitting with Steph, I think it was during World Tour, and I said it was so no, it couldn't have been World Tour. It was she must have been up here or October, November, whatever. And I said I was earning it. I was pushing for my flight is what I was pushing for. Because if I didn't earn my flight, I wasn't going to be able to afford to by Arthur Inn, and it was just going to be hopefully Steph and I just going to the Mediterranean. And I called her out, and which you guys need a partner. You need somebody that you can do this with. It 100% changes your mind when you have somebody that you can go to and chat about and the good things and the bad things. And I said, do you want to, some of you guys might remember this, do you want to go into this knowing that you tried your hardest and failed? Or I did call you out, Steph. Or do you want to earn, what did I say? Go in this and try your hardest and fail, or actually succeed, do it, just try, make the effort. So I called her out, and that started get Noah on the boat. And it worked. So Steph ended up earning for two. I ended up earning my flight, and we met in Barcelona. And it was like, I've got the picture of her coming around the corner on the cruise ship. And it's just so exciting what these trips do to you. The people I've met, just, and that's again with the mindset part of earning these trips, is the people that we've met, me, Amy and Jack, and that whole group of girls in Punta Cana, that first round that we had, that white night just lined up. And it's like lifelong friends. Like, we see all these people that we've met, and we enjoy seeing them on all of these trips and at Reunion. And okay, next was Marco Islands. That was super fun, staying in country in Florida. I did not do 20 or 21. I did almost earn Bermuda. I honestly, that year I gave up, and I'm not proud to say it, but I did. I just gave up. 2022, I earned the Alaskan cruise, but I opted out. 23 was the Bahama cruise, where they lost my luggage and I had no clothes. That was fun. And 24, I did not earn Hawaii. However, I earned the luggage, which I had never done before, so I was happy with earning the luggage. And then last year I earned Greece with my flight. So yay, that was so fun. That was amazing. As for my trip points, so you guys had me looking at these today, and I am only at, or I say I'm at 1,100 or 11,197 currently. Consistency points. I can get, obviously your consistency points. I get 1,000 points for reaching director title for another 3 months that I will get. Let's see. If you sell over 1,000 for 5 out of 6 of those months, you get 1,500 points. So in December, those of y'all that have done 1,000 points in the last 5 months, you'll get those 1,500 points. As long as you're active every single month, that's another 500 points. And if you get paid at title every single month, that's 2,000 points. And let's see, rank. If you get, and then it separates rank. So I get, as I'm a director, I get 1,000 points per month for that. Lead 100, personal promotions. If you guys do, if you're moving up, certified, essential to certified, certified to lead to star to superstar, or like Tara did on my team just too long last month. She skipped superstar consultant and went straight from star to director last month. Yay, Tara! Personal promotions. If you start and just join, of course, you can, if you reach level 1 sensational start, you personally get 1,000 points. Level 2, 2,000. Level 3, 5,000. That's huge, especially this time of year. You can have somebody join your team today and still earn this trip. In fact, I'm working on it. I've got somebody, I'm flipping their party tomorrow. That's what I'm hoping for. And then, of course, all those promotions, those personal promotions. Yeah, certified, you get 1,000. Leads, you get 1,500. Star, you get 2,000. Superstar, 3,000. And if you reach director, you get 5,000. Star director, 8. And superstar director, 10,000 points. Who is going to World Tour? Because that's 500 bonus points right there for you. I call them bonus points because they're like, you're going anyway, so it's just bonus points. And then for directors, including director Qs, if you go to leadership in New York in January, you get 1,000 points as well. Now, sponsoring was always you must do in this business, because 1 out of every 10 will stay long term. 1 out of every 5 will do, this is just me throwing numbers out there, will actually do their business for a couple years and they want to make a go at it. And then life gets in the way and things change and they just decide to leave. But sponsoring is where you get the most points. You get when they promote, you get points when they earn sensational start level 1, 2, and 3, you get points. And when then, I'm looking at my notes now. Sorry, guys. I have down here, I have 2 that will be certifying this month. And then I've got to find a third one for that 3,000 points. So my first one's going to get it. I'll get 1,000 points from. My second one, I'll get 1,500 points from. And my third one, which I think I've had 5 new recruits. 2 of them actually are old consultants that came in. I'm going to get them to certify and I will make it happen. Thank you, Jack. And let's see. And then of course I've got 2 that I'm working on right now to move from certified to lead, which automatic 3,000 points. So if you can get 5 new recruits, get them to certify, get 2 or 3 of them to lead, which this time of year is the time to do it. Book those parties, host those parties, get them certified, host those parties for them if you need to, whatever they want to do, and have them recruit one of their hostesses. And then they become certified. I'm trying to read what Jack is saying. And then this month, if you have a frontline that reaches lead by the end of November, this month or November, you as their sponsor get 500 bonus points. That literally is a bonus point for us. Any questions about those points? I know mine's a mess. Like I said, I'm only at 11,197 right now. I have a host that has a $1,200 party that I'm flipping tomorrow. They're joining. I will get certified points for them, and I'm going to see if I can get them. They've already got somebody that wants to host a party. So I'm going to see if I can get them to host that party and get them to lead by the end of this month. So fingers crossed that will happen tomorrow. And they absolutely will reach at least sensational start level 1. They're on a mission to possibly earn this trip. So I have to go over and talk about all this that they can do to earn this. I say they because it's a husband and wife team and he's more interested than she is. So I'm loving this actually. And he's the, what's he called? The fire chief of one of the local towns here. And he's the one that's wanting to join. I love this. It's a great company, guys. All right. Are there any questions yet? I just saw Steph. I saw Jack post something. What do I do? As for tips and tricks, I most of the time wear Scentsy. Of course, I've got my boo earrings. I just pulled this out because it's chilly up here now. When people ask me what I do Scentsy, and that's my main job. I bartend at 2 different locations right now, an Elks Lodge and a Legion. And when people ask me, what do you do? I'm like, I sell Scentsy. That's what I do. I post daily on multiple times a day on Facebook, Snapchat, Instagram. Excuse me, you name it. I'm constantly sharing. Using the marketing tab on our website, on our workstation, has been amazing, where it adds all of our new customers on there and you can email them. Loving that. This new candle line, I am massively pushing right now. It's another avenue for us to make money, and I am going to make this line successful this fall. After earning annual sales last year, I don't want to never not earn that. It's it's a motivation. And if I earn annual sales, then that's going to help me earn the trip. I hear somebody. I Open houses is big for me this time of year. Between spring and this weekend, I've hosted probably 6 open houses where I set up a 10 by 20 tent in my front yard and I put an A-frame thing outside my house and I put Scentsy open house Saturday and Sunday, 10 to 3 or whatever the hours are going to be. That has boosted my business in my little town where I am, and people look for it and they wait for me to post. They love that I do that out front. If you can't do that, there's always other things you can do. You can do it inside your house. It's hard. The wax stays inside my house during the summertime. It's not hot like it is in Texas and Oklahoma though. Online, obviously you can do online parties. I don't do as many as I used to, but I do still have, I think I have 2 or 3 going right now that people have asked me for. Some want hands-on, some do not. Some just say, hey, I want a link, and just go with that. I got asked to do a home party. I haven't done a home party in, I don't know, like 5 or 6 years. So I'm doing a home party on November 18th that I'm super stoked about because I will make that successful as well. It's all a mindset, earning these trips. If you think you can do it and you say you're going to do it, you will do whatever it takes. And switching up, the point system, the points monthly, keeping an eye on them. When you see you're slipping in one area, figure out a way to just modify that a little bit and make it work. And if you've got to sell more, then you just make that happen. You do the boo buckets, you do the cleaning buckets, you do the coolers, which those were just on sale again last week. I should have grabbed some more. All of the little things that Scentsy is doing for us, these whiff boxes that you can throw into a fun little, they have those, I have them right here. The, like the cloth baskets, and advertise those as like a special, but it's really not a special. You don't have to say it's whiff box items. You can just say, hey, who wants this little basket for $35, and it's, worth so much more. They don't need to know that it's just the whiff box. What else? The mugs towards Christmas time. Sometimes I'll do the little coffee mugs with the Christmas stuff on them, with the room spray inside and the scent circle. It's what, 9, 10, 11, 12, like $12. And then you can, wrap it and put a little thingy on the top, and there it is. Merry Christmas. Cute little gifts for people. Obviously, private message people. That's your best way of getting sales, and ask them to join. We still have this amazing join special, this $19 to join. I think my recruit tomorrow is going to go with the $59 one since it's free, because I'm just going to flip the party. And then they're going to get the shooting star kit for free because they have already sold over 500 in their first 15 days. I don't know what else I could talk about with that. Anything that you guys can think of?
What would you say to somebody who might be watching who figured up their trip points, back in August,
Mhm.
but as of the last few weeks or so, they haven't thought, they're just like, meh, giving up already. What would you say to them?
I say that happens to me at least once a week. And this has always been my way. And it's okay to walk away for a day or two. Just back off if you need to, and then go back and say, okay, no, I really do want to earn this. And I really do want to make the most effort that I can to make this happen. And if I have to call so-and-so or whatever, ask somebody for help, motivation, do that. Don't be afraid to ask for help in motivation and ideas and trying new things. Step out of your comfort zone. Do not do if what you're doing is not working, change it. Do hard things. This talking right here is hard for me, but do it. I know potentially it can help somebody.
That was really good. Thank you. So,
Thanks.
anybody have a question for Rachel? I liked your ideas going through and sharing like the whiff box, but mix it up and just trying different things with different people to try to get more sales. Um, it is so easy to just give up,
Mm-hmm.
but do you have like anything up in your room or in your kitchen or like someplace where it's like a reminder of what you want? Because we get
I
busy.
do. I do right in my kitchen. In fact, I can take you guys out there. Don't mind Arthur. He's probably still cooking my dog food right now. But I just started doing this last year when I was on track to earn annual sales. I put an annual sales tracker on my right. Oh, you can't see it because it's blurred, but like right on my pantry, it's neon. Like you, then it's right when you walk in my house.
I love that.
Yeah.
I'm the kind
And
of person, if it's out of sight, it's out of my mind. So I
I,
would I need stuff like that too.
Yeah, and that's it. Like I need to do one for the trip, but I want to wait a little bit longer before where it's a little more established. I've got 5 or 6 craft fairs coming up. That's why this is my last open house this weekend because I pack up everything and get ready to transport to craft fairs to and from those. And then I'll open up my house. I think my last one's December 13th. Then I'll put everything inside my house and let people come shop.
And that's how you earn annual sales, everybody.
Mhm.
You're
And I
working hard.
actually and I actually leave my stuff up in my house until the end of February.
Wow.
A little bit longer than normal people.
Yeah. But you've got a plan, and that's why it's working for you. So, those of us who might feel like, well, this is so overwhelming, there's no way I'll get it now because you haven't been pushing or you haven't had the results you've wanted so far, haven't been able to recruit or whatever. You can go back, reassess your trip points. You can go back and
Mhm.
rewatch the video where we break it all down, reassess. Okay, this
Mhm.
was my original plan, but now I gotta get points in a different way because we're a couple
Mhm.
months in. So we're gonna reassess. We're gonna put
Mhm.
up a reminder. We're gonna think outside the box with different things we can be selling, working like you just said, like you have a host that you're flipping and they're immediately gonna be certified. They
Yes.
already have a host like that's great
Mhm.
points right there. So it just takes
Yeah.
one really great host to
Yeah.
you know, you
Yeah.
have to find a few really good people and it could really change your
Yeah. And it was totally random them asking to host a party. And it was more they came and shopped because his wife was like, "Hey, I need to buy a few things." And they came to my last open house and they're like, "Hey, can we host a party?" And I was like, "Absolutely." And then I told him about the whole sell 500 in your first 15 days. He's like, "Oh, I can do that this week." And I was like, "Okay." I said, "But you got to join." He's like, "I'll join. I want to earn one of those trips." And I was like, "Okay, let's do this." So then he got up over like 750 and I was like, "No, let's shoot for 1,000." And there they are.
awesome. I love that. They're going to do great with their business. So Matt
Mhm.
had a question, and Rachel, maybe you have ideas and maybe somebody else can chime in too. Um, but he said, what's a quick way for someone just starting out to build clientele? I'm almost a month in and have gotten shooting star, but I feel like I've stalled. Doing a first festival this weekend and I'm doing a drawing, but any ideas for during the week? Like, what are some ways to meet some new customers?
I when I first joined, I don't have kids. I would leave my house on purpose and go to social locations, including like the grocery store, if I needed to grab anything, and I would stand in line and I would just compliment people. And it would just start conversations, "Hey, I love your hair. I love your shirt. Your earrings are amazing. Where'd you get them?" And it just would open up conversations. And not everyone would bring in Scentsy, but if it allowed to it, that's how I would start it. Yeah. And Halloween's coming up, and you can absolutely put little cards or, business cards in Halloween baskets or Halloween bags and stuff.
Mhm. And just taking samples with you everywhere you go, giving them to waiters,
Mhm.
to people in the drive-through, and the people who are checking you, checking out your groceries and all that. Just talking to people. I have one more tip that we haven't talked about lately, but I will say anybody who doesn't have a Google business, that is one way in the last year I've done that. And I've had so many local people say, I've been looking for somebody, like they've called me, they've texted me, I've been looking for somebody and I can't find anybody nearby. So I went on Google and they will send you your analytics every month and show how many people search for Scentsy near me or whatever. And that is how I have definitely met a few new customers. So look into
I
that.
just did that last month, and it has been, yeah, that analytics that they sent me, I was like, holy crap,
It's
a
really
lot of
cool.
people.
Set
Yeah.
up, set up your
I hope,
profile. I put a fake address. I didn't want everybody knowing exactly where I live. I put like the intersection, what I thought the address would be for the intersection. I dropped
Hmm.
it. But I have like pictures of product, right? I have pictures of
Yes.
things so they know who I am. So set that up. That's my tip.
Yep, I agree.
I have a question. I don't have my video on, but I'm understaffed, so under kind of like Rachel understaffed. But you do a lot of the house parties. I mean the open houses. What are the rules on that? Can I know it has nothing to do with the incentive trip, but can you help answer?
There's really, I mean, there's really no rules. You can't do it every weekend. Um, you can't say that you have an open store. Like you can't be like, hey, I'm open, but you can say open house. So people driving by can't be like, hey, the Scentsy light's on. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so
Um,
like we have it's like a flea market here in town, and I was curious if we could set up doing something like that, or is that
that's a compliance question, 100%.
okay?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Thank you.
you can email compliance@cincy.com and just give them the specifics about where it is. Like because if it's like all the time set up, they're probably gonna tell you no.
Mhm.
But you could
It's
ask.
every other weekend.
Yeah.
All
Yeah,
year.
I'll email them and see.
Yeah, definitely email them because I think at one point it was 13 weekends a year you could do or something like that. I don't know.
I
It's
don't
been a
know.
while. I
So
don't do that
they'll
many, so I don't have to worry.
they'll get back with you pretty quickly though. Does anybody else have a question before we end our call tonight? You can chat or you can unmute.
Well, hopefully you guys took away something from this.
It was great, Rachel. I thought it was encouraging to know that you said you feel like quitting every week.
I
Or every
do.
other
And
week.
I'm not kidding. You like, I have moments where I'm like, no, I just do not want to do this. And I don't. And then I'm like, okay, next day, here I go.
Yeah. Just let your brain have a break and then
Hmm.
back up. I like that. Thank you for coming on. Thank you for, I think,
Yeah.
work early even just so you could make sure you're
Like,
on tonight. I appreciate it.
thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
I don't think we have a call next week. It was the last week of the month, so that's our leaders, directors and above call, but we will see you on November 3rd. I don't even know how that happened, but we'll see you November 3rd, everybody. Have a good couple of weeks. Bye.
Thanks, guys. Thanks, Jill. Thanks, Beth.